Now then, a new study commissioned by Friends of the Earth says the financial and environmental costs of global warming could be catastrophic and incalculable financially. It says a 2-degree rise in world temperatures would lead to widespread drought and water shortages, especially in the developing world, as well as a near total loss of coral reefs. A 3 degrees rise in temperatures would lead to decreasing world food supplies, as well as increasing desertification, again in the developing world, and the spread of preventable diseases like diarrhea. And a 4 degrees rise in the temperature of the world would see the melting of the West Antarctic ice sheet as sea levels rise, and over 2 million people in Britain would be at risk from coastal flooding. And more than 4 degrees, it gets worse, would mean a 50-50 chance of the ocean's circulation system shutting down completely and jeopardising the entire climate of Northern Europe. And the financial cost of all this, the report says, could reach £6 trillion by the end of the century. I can barely get by all the zeros. Well, let's talk about that now. We're joined from our central London studios by the financial journalist Daniel Ben-Ami and Jemana Kanzi, senior climate and energy campaigner for Friends of the Earth. Welcome to you both. Daniel, if I could ask you first, it's going to cost us a fortune. Does that make financial people like you sit up at last?
Well, I'd say first of all, you need to be very careful about estimates, because really they're just rough guesses about what things will be like in the future. And typically what these estimates from environmentalists do is they overestimate the problems, but more importantly, they underestimate the capacity for human beings to actually solve the problems. And in my view, the richer we are, the more developed we are as a society, the better we are able to deal with those problems.
Jemana Kanzi, it's just a bunch of guesses, nothing to really worry about.
Well, the study that we're talking about was compiled by economists, leading economists at Tufts University in the United States. And it was compiled by, it's a survey of over 100 scientific and economic studies on the issue. So it wasn't written by environmentalists, it was actually written by hard-nosed business people. The findings that we have in this report also reflect earlier findings made by Shell, who announced a report yesterday where they said that the benefits of tackling climate change and the opportunities for businesses are absolutely immense. We're talking about 30 billion pounds just for UK businesses.